Once upon a time, in the heart of the great savannah where the tall grass met the deep green jungle, there lived two mighty rulers, Rajan the lion and Veer the tiger. Rajan the lion was the king of the open plains. His golden mane shimmered like the sun, and his roar was so powerful that it could silence even the loudest storm. All the animals in the savannah respected and loved Rajan, for he was a just and brave ruler. Veer, the tiger, was the lord of the dense jungle. His stripes made him one with the forest, and his emerald green eyes could see everything. He was strong, swift, and fierce, and he ruled his jungle with an iron paw. Though their kingdoms touched, the lion and the tiger had never met. But tales of each other's strength and bravery echoed through the trees and across the fields, and slowly pride began to grow in their hearts. "Only one of us can be the true king of the wild," Rajan growled one day to his lion pride. "The jungle is mine and the plains are his," Veer replied to his tiger family, his voice as calm and sharp as his claws. So it was decided that at dawn, under the great baobab tree, the lion and the tiger would fight to settle who was the strongest. The news spread like wildfire, and soon creatures great and small were gathered under the baobab tree. Some hid in the bushes, some climbed up the tree branches, and some stood in the open, watching intently. The sun rose, painting the sky in hues of orange and red. Rajan came out of the tall grass, his golden mane flowing in the wind. Veer emerged from the thick trees, his every step silent and sure. They circled each other, their muscles tensed and ready to spring. But just as the fight was about to begin, a tiny voice piped up, "Why must you fight?" It was little Chiku, the monkey, hanging from a nearby branch. The lion and the tiger froze and turned to look at the monkey. "To prove who is stronger," Rajan replied. "To show who leads," said Veer. Chiku scratched his head with his little paw and said, "But the plains will miss Rajan, and the jungle will fall without Veer. Strength isn't just in battle, it's in wisdom, in knowing when not to fight." The animals murmured in agreement. The lion looked at the tiger, then at the assembled animals, and finally at the little monkey. Slowly, he lowered his head. "You rule the plains, and I'll guard the jungle," Rajan said, his voice echoing with newfound respect. "And together, we'll protect all that lies between." Veer nodded, understanding dawning in his eyes. From that day on, the lion and the tiger were no longer rivals, but allies, friends. The grasslands and the jungle flourished under their joint rule, and the roar of Rajan and the silent step of Veer became a legend, not of war, but of peace and unity.